Что ж, всем хай, дорогие подписчики, просто случайные зрители, приветствую вас на игровом канале Ангел. Сегодня очередной стрим. Хотел провести стрим по Айону как-то, но, блин, что-то сегодня явно вечера не для Айона, и более профукали наши сегодня осаду, провалились по полной, скажем так. Вот. Ну, это уже неоднократно обсуждалось, поэтому сегодня будем исключительно по максу. Что ж, да, сегодня мы продолжаем проходить Макса Пейна 3, знаменитого Макса. И, на мой взгляд, третья часть, ну, ничем не хуже, хотя в некотором плане по атмосфере все же первая и вторая часть ближе будет, потому что там как-то, ну, атмосферненько там все построено. Здесь уже как бы события развиваются в Бразилии, и, ну, как-то все равно не то. Нет той атмосферы, что было до этого. Ну да ладно. Ладненько, поехали. Куда нам там нужно? Так. Что-то я как-то даже немножко подрасслабился. С мачете ходят, капец, жесткие. Как бы к ним зайти получше, ладно. Здесь вроде выйти должен кто-то. Здесь ничего нет. Ну ладно.
My own private welcoming party.
¡Cubrime! ¡Que me están
Хорош.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting... Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter, for what it's worth.
Посносил головы обоим. Музыка классная здесь, такая интересная. Обычно из таких углов любят выходить.
Jesus Christ.
Как-то все мертвы здесь.
Fuck, man. This is brutal.
Да ладно.
I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. For this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. Failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Hmm? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why, you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite,
Вот
so
тут
went looking
начинается
for the
самое
basement.
интересное.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Ну, поехали.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Здорово, Берс. Чё там, как там насчет на днях до инвайт побегать? Как ты на это смотришь? Да.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
Улики, улики.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already.
Уфе, везде эти уфе. Нет, не хочешь? Ладно. Окей, заметано. Да-да. Надо будет побегать. Да, инвайт. Обязательно.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Местечко, конечно, не ахти.
Where's my boys?
quê?
Você não tá fazendo nada, eu tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e escutando você reclamar.
Ó.
Olha o quê? Para com essa viadagem, para de reclamar. Saco cheio.
Porra, põe as coisas... Porra, tem alguém aqui!
Да, шуму наделали, поехали. Ой-ё, что там лежит такое страшное? Револьверчик. Блин, ну я прям не знаю. Не, штука, конечно, хорошая, но... Как хорошо на пулю. Хорош, про канала. Еще один. Мне кажется, где-то, да? Блин, Макс так... Закончились. Круто. Как-то отстой. двигался. Здесь что мигало у нас? Негодяй на префе вышел. Да. Ну я только выстрелить хотел. Блин, отстой. Капец, весь постоянно он меня здесь коцает. Как-то не нравится мне это. Ладненько. Трошки тоже лишними не будут. В прошлый раз как-никак я был не готов. Что-то пригрустило здесь.
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about? De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets.
Thanks. Говнюк. Откуда стреляли? Понятно, с пулеметом говнюк стоял.
You can't unsee something, but you can dull the effect.
А здесь что у нас? Ничего.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Что мне этот коридор не нравится. Окей.
Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was, Da Silva
Покоцали Серрано жестко так.
I knew I had to put an end to it.
Страшно и подумать, что происходит.
I had no choice but
В
to
таком
push on.
месте.
I didn't understand everything,
Хотя
and I
и
never would. But I understood
вполне
enough.
очевидно.
Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Мне не нравится это место. Ладно, подождем. Ой, не нравится мне это место, блин, капец. Больно. Прикольно, как они бросали гранаты, она всегда точно по такой жесткой траектории летит. Ладно, к черту, перестреляем их сразу на месте. Ублюдок. Кусок дерьма, получай. Граната не страшно. Получил в голову. Блин, Там еще за укрытием где-то. Нет? С меня, правда, еще такой стрелок. Уже эту пушечку взять. Нет, лучше вот эту. Хотя что-то патронов под нее я не вижу. Отстой. Кое-как. А, не пускают, не пускают. А как убили, если не секрет? Через щель какую-то или через стенку? Вот, понимаете, почему мне этот момент не нравится? Понимаете? Так, вот тебе. Что это за сумка? Портфель какой-то. Живучий какой, а? Ой, плохо. Зашкирился в таком месте. Макс, с тобой что происходит? Ой, отстой какой-то. Ого, даже там еще. Это уже наглость, ребят. А, он... даже на ходу можно, да? Окей. Что-то мне надоело. Макс, давай вставай. Что ты вытворяешь? Ладно, перезапуск. Тут нельзя так делать. Ладно. С контрольной точки. Мне не понравилось, как я вышел. Первый раз. Он развернулся, уже дал крит попадания. Не знаю, то ли надо как-то по сейфове играть, то ли я что-то не так делаю. Кажется, вот эта нычка получше будет. А может быть и нет. Они просто там вдали так спрятались. Фиг выцепишь. Это, конечно, можно как-то исправить, попытаться. Капец, Макс медленный. Ну, это объясняется его возрастом, как бы говорил. Он уже не такой шустрый, как был раньше. Кому там больно?
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
А может с этим лучше побегать? С рожком? Хотя патрошек нету. Можно, правда, сейчас поискать. Что-то, мне кажется, я ничего не найду. Ладно, хрен с ним.
Time to see what fresh hell awaited me upstairs.
Ну, го глянем.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in.
Эх, жестко. Опять. Ну блин.
Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. It was locked from the outside.
Так, ну там оружейное, мы знаем.
There had to be something I wasn't seeing.
Ладно, погнали.
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
Прям так клеится к стенке. Так, погоди-ка, Макс. Ты-то пролутался, а я-то нет.
Unsee something, but you can dull the effect.
Ой. Нет, такая штука мне не нужна.
Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Crusher Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange? I had to hurry up before more of those assholes showed up.
Ладно, Макс. Всех ведь разнесем. Погнали.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Чего они тут забыли? Блин, я бы увидел взрывчатку на этих стойках, я бы, валил куда подальше. Они тут ходят, пофиг им. Там же видно взрывчатку. Ладно. Чё сразу обзываться Гринго? Серьезно? Ты что тут делаешь? Пошел вон отсюда. Мутила. Капец. Как дела? Да, норм. Спасибо. В 1.6, ну, я думаю, вот на выходных можно будет попробовать. Так, готово.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Потрошки пополним. Так вот. Сюда же мы устанавливали.
It was time to see what VIP treatment awaited me on the penthouse floor.
Вот здесь что у нас? Чего? А, вот так вот, окей. Вроде можно было, блин, выйти. Только где, я не помню. А, вот же ж. Туплю. О, черт, снайперы. На сервер? Блин, на какой сервер? Хотя, с другой стороны, мне без разницы. Серьезно, что ли? Жесть какая-то, блин. Это как-то неправильно. Хорошо, зайду.
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Маловато припасов будет. А еще? Это все? Давайте, дуйте сюда. Что там разговаривает? Не, я туда к ним не пойду, вы чё? А вот следующий, желающий свинца отведать. Неужели их там только двое было? Что-то слабо верится. Разукрасил, конечно, от души. Так. Хорошо, хорошо. Да ладно, никто не пойдет сейчас. Быть такого не может.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
О, чёрт. Да что ты вытворяешь, а? Да ну конечно. Он еще и жив. Бред какой-то. Как нужно в такой ситуации действовать? Не понимаешь, блин, что вообще происходит? сейчас с самого начала, естественно. Ну, естественно. Как тут целиться, блин? Выходи, кусок дерьма, блин. Офигеть. Да, давай двигай, Макс, ты чё? Что-то патроны заканчиваются, боюсь. О, да тут еще хуже. Серьезно? То есть, блин, я прям быстро-быстро должен это проходить? Что за бред? Хоть бы таймер какой-то давали, что ли, я не понимаю. Что это за происходит? Это дерьмо еще не сдохло. Это бред какой-то, блин. Я 100 раз пожалею после того, как выбрал высокий уровень сложности. Сдохни быстрее уже. Я не понимаю, как в этом дерьме целиться. Ну серьезно, что это за бредятина? Да, конечно. Я не понимаю логики этой игры. Когда ты критически ранен, да, ты стреляешь, пиздец. Ты стреляешь, и он, как бы, ты наносишь критический урон какой-то, ну, то есть, можно сказать, убиваешь противника. Когда ты стреляешь просто так, ты сосешь. Где логика этой игры? Блин, бред. Здесь прицелиться никак. Идиотизм какой-то. Я Enter нажал. Ты чё, тупишь, блин? Макс, ты че, идиот? Да нет, тут, блин, просто в уши долбись, ни хрена не поп... Я хереваю просто с этого дерьма. Вы что, издеваетесь? Короче, посрать, я его на перезарядке буду ждать. А вот мне пофиг, я вот таким читерским методом буду пользоваться. А, ну то есть тоже никак. То есть босс не босс, короче, посрать, блин. Ты должен убить его за определенное время. И пофиг то, что прицелиться никак, блин. Разрабы, ёбки. Или ж кто, блин? Походу так и есть. Это бред какой-то, это просто бред. А, то есть я в стенку стреляю, да? Так не катит. Ладно, короче, пофиг. А у меня патроны закончились. Отвали. Прикольно он меня попал, когда я уже был в укрытии. Сдохни, тварь.
I told you the city was dangerous, friends. I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Зато сейчас здание, что интересно, не рушится. Сейчас все нормально.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Wow, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
А чё это злобный лысый же? Ну, лысый, ладно, злобный, допустим. А толстый?
No, you don't.
Где, в каком
I'm
месте?
sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know
Да
how
ладно,
it is.
хватит заливать за ребенка. Тут так
You know,
понятно.
I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very
Caesar,
nice.
hello.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper
Вот и
gentleman.
survival
Sure.
pro
So
player.
you're gonna bring him down?
What do you mean?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my
well.
children and then get killed myself. All
I
that
don't know.
after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Do you mean what
can
is
always
my
try something a little more
difficult in this game?
Creative?
Or what?
De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up.
And I'm not pro player.
Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele.
Какие они злые.
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai fudeu! Meu conta eu tenho tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocentes! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo mesmo aqui! Eu não fiz nada! Que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Valeu, mas resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Morou. Valeu, amigo.
In Max Payne 3 online multiplayer. I'm sorry, I'm not playing it in online.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm just doing a story,
Ask you a question.
not more.
Answer him.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here? I don't understand. I
So
can't
I'm
hear
not
you.
playing
What are you doing
online
here?
game.
In the ear. Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Да. Хорош.
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on. I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Заперто.
Special Forces painkillers.
Денег куча. Чего нет? Ладно.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a never leaving at all.
I don't know what this means. Cool or not.
Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever
I prefer
nonsense the
for
soldiers pulled,
CSGO
it seemed to be
or
working.
Payne, but at this time too many cheaters in CSGO, so I'm stopped playing CSGO too.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente vai tirar um eu prometo, cara. Tu ama o me dá o nome. Eu só sei que teve um apagão, isso é tudo que eu sei.
Thank you, mate. Патронов нет. Что здесь? А, XM-ка. Страшно, блин.
Mr. Have a nice day, guy.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
There's a golden weapon behind you. Oh. I didn't saw that. Sorry.
The security switch had to be in that booth.
But it's okay. Хотя в таких помещениях, мне кажется, XM-ка была получше.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
Ну блин, не знаю, я не люблю дробаши.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Sorry.
Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever.
Yeah, I know.
They were drinking. Drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving. Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Фу, блин, напряжно. There's space behind the cabbage. Yeah, I saw it. Thank you.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Да ё, ты ж не понимаешь, что подбирать. Ладно, окей, буду с этим бегать все-таки.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
não é porra nenhuma!
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Где он, черт? Блин. Вы серьезно? Что происходит? Можно подождать, кстати. Нет? По идее, трое осталось. Дострелялся.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Ну, прикольно, золотой. Блин, с таким прицелом мне очень удобно.
I saw the elevator doors were open.
Может быть, фонарик будет с фонариком? А, это мой с фонариком. Ладно. Надо посмотреть, что здесь у нас.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Сложно. Так, у нас тут... вот это.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Еще один. Нет. Естественно. Блин. Может их сам взять? Блин, я не знаю. как, блин, а? Мне уже не хочется проходить его сегодня. Так как-то жестко. Патронов мало. А где еще один? Блин, ему вообще на все пофиг. Ну как так может быть? Как с таким справляться? Здесь высокий уровень сложности выставлялся тупо, блин, чтобы игрока потроллить или как? Я понять не могу, зачем? Пофиг, беру. Не знаю, всем слишком мало патронов. Наконец-то есть.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. Damn it!
Ща потрошек наберу тут.
AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Блин, ну потрошек могло быть и побольше, я не знаю прям. Как-то маловато.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. Max. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks. And there they were, my illustrious employers. 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Powell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Окей. Что? Давай вылази уже, там хрен и козел. стреляет. Серьезно, что ли?
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself.
Мы это уже, Макс, проходили во второй части, да? Кошмары, там где ты бежишь. Без остановки. The Fall of Max Payne. Блин, шикарные времена были. Так, оружейная. Тоже не просто так дана. 9.11. Эй, блин, не хотел я это нажимать. Так, ладно. А боекомплект пополнения не будет? Это все? Ну, спасибо и за это. Фу, ладно, ребят, сейчас я буквально на пару минут отойду, потому что напряжно вот так вот. Что-то без остановки тупить. Довольно-таки напряжненько. Поэтому все, сейчас я на пару минут отойду и продолжу. Мне уже Что ж, поехали дальше, ребят. Так, погодите, куда мне?
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. That would have been too easy. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. The bastards had me locked in. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep.
Погодите, здесь что-то должно быть. Да, ладно.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. This was a waste of time. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker.
Да, придет его черед. Это можно не сомневаться.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro. Com o banco...
couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Отстой.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Ну да, не может же все так просто быть.
And still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Серьезно? Стараешься. А сохранение говно.
They had their body armor. I had mine.
Perigo, turma! Agora! Espera até eu abrir fogo. Vai! Pronto!
Пошел в жопу.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Блин, ощущение, как будто это никогда не закончится. Челик, то плохая нычка.
Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be? I hope he was a warfare!
Ага, окей. Макс, почему ты всегда такие укрытия галимы выбираешь?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
easier than I thought! Do you even know what you're getting for?
Так вот.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work. For my family. And for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Красава.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Жесть какая-то, они такие места, блин. Он на ходу, сволочь, попадает. Надо что-то менять. Еще. Да-да-да. Блин, ну какого хрена? Я не люблю вот эти лазерные прицелы, с них стрелять невозможно. Просто какая-то жесть. отстрелялся, говнюк. Просто звездец какой-то. Блин, да отвалите, серьезно, что это за бред? Давай, Макс, блин, вставай, какого хрена ты делаешь? Идиот. Я не знаю, что тут делать. Тут что, сидеть на одном месте, блин, и крысить постоянно? Осталась совсем фигня, блин. Хавальник получил. Как меня это бесит. Выходят твари с префайрами своими. Я не понял, где последние ныкаются. Классная система прицеливания. Лазер сюда, а стреляет совсем другое место. Круто они лазер проработали. Обязательно сейчас сделать как бы. Охренеть, блин. Он после выстрела в голову выжил, что ли? Гребаные терминаторы. Это жесть какая-то, сколько их там еще? Даже это не последний. Круто. Не, вы как хотите, я туда не пойду. Контрольная точка с самого начала, в самом начале, а... Где этот ублюдок? Там наверху. Вроде как. Блин, ну я стремаюсь, я не пойду к нему, серьезно. Он тупо меня на префайре возьмет и... ублюдок. Всех лазерный прицел. Что ты будешь делать? Да, у всех. Жесть.
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Наконец-то хороший ствол.
Você quer fazer isso, mano?
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were Ufe all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need. be blown up today. Just perfect. Grenades. At the other end of the departure lounge. gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge. opened at the other end of the departure lounge. Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami. Chances were I wasn't gonna be alive much longer. So why not get a buzz on? There weren't any other flights clogging up air traffic control. Victor would be clear for takeoff as soon as he was ready. They weren't gonna wait for me to wave them goodbye. If I wanted to be part of the sending off party, I had to step it up. Tram to the next terminal was down the escalators. I meant to end this how I'd begun it, heavily medicated. Didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. I was going to be able to turn the power on anywhere, it'd be in the office. Airports always made me nervous. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both. Felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes. Son of a bitch! Didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. Felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on. only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. A smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
this was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Look! A squad is coming from the right! There! Over to the right! We're taking damage! Come on! We got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without us! Come on! Don't give up! Aye! Shit! That about sums it up. We need to clear the runway! The urban deathmatch! Eyes front! I'm normally a behind the gas kind of cop! Only I've been one of them too! This car ain't so good! He gets out of the country! Don't worry, borders closed! Asshole! Your career's coming down with that plane! Let's get it over with! Oh! This is too close! Taking a starring role, pal! Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a lift!
Of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation is underway. Local residents expressed outrage, saying they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's darker someplace
Что ж, дорогие друзья, вот и прошли мы игру под названием Max Payne 3. Замечательную игру на самом деле. Как бы ее кто ни критиковал за то, что там Макс побрился на лысо, или за отсутствие той атмосферы, которая была ранее в предыдущих частях. Да, я в некотором роде согласен, но здесь также есть атмосфера, но она другая. Этот Макс тоже по-своему замечателен. А тем более благодаря флешбэкам, к которым мы возвращаемся в тот же самый Нью-Йорк, он еще лучше. Вот так вот, дорогие друзья. На этом, естественно, данный стрим подходит к своему логичному завершению. Всем, кто был сегодня на стриме, спасибо за ваше присутствие. Это очень сильно ценю. Да, ну вот и все. Еще раз всем спасибо за вашу поддержку. Ну, мы будем прощаться. С вами был игровой канал Гост. Увидимся на следующих стримах, видео и так далее. Все, всем спокойной ночи, до скорых встреч и пока-пока.